what all of us want.
That's right.
The circumstances and the reality of living in your car, because I think it's so valuable, and thank you for sharing your story, because I think often we can talk about the homeless. It's like this phrase, this concept, as opposed to, you're a young man with hopes and dreams. When you were living in your car, what were the practicalities of, did you have a place where you could have a shower?
Well, there's a company called Orange Sky. It's out there. So they have like a little bus or a van, whatever it is, with a couple of showers in it. And they have washing machines as well. So there are places out there that have showers, like Third Space and, in the valley. But you've just got to look for them and have the confidence to go and actually go up there. Some of us aren't, we're scared and don't want to get the help or ask for help. But
why were you scared, John?
Pride, probably. Yeah. Pride. All of us have pride. We don't, really want to get the help we need.
How does that make you feel, Matt, as the pastor at New Hope, to hear that you gave John the love and the purpose that he really needed at that point in time?
Yeah, well, it's one of the reasons I get out of bed every day, to see lives transform like this. The other part of John's story that's pretty cool is that another guy who was living in a boarding house, he was in all sorts of trouble, came to the church, started serving, volunteering, and he has a painting business now, and he employs John and about 14 other guys from the church.
Wow.
So all these dudes now that were, broke, they're getting a good work. They've got a good job. They're out there, and they've got something to live for. So he volunteers on Fridays at the soup kitchen and works for this painter the other 4 days. And so that's what we say at New Hope Care. We're not about giving a handout, but a hand up. We don't just want to give them food and go all the best. We want to actually help them get a job, get their mental health, get some support. We want to see lives transform. That's what we're all about.
Yeah. Matt Prater, who is a pastor at New Hope Church in Brisbane, and John Malzard, who's a volunteer. You are actually, though, looking for donations as well today. Clothes, food, beanies. I know Kathleen's got quite a few beanies at the moment, as we do the knit a beanie with Feedy knit-a-thon today. Blankets. I'll get to the specifics of what else you're collecting in a moment, Matt. But I wonder, what are you seeing at the moment in Brisbane with your soup kitchen and your service, your teams who are going out in the community? Are you seeing more people in cars? What's paints a bit of a picture? Yeah,
so we have the soup kitchen on Friday and the teams that go out, and there's about 30 to 40 boarding houses or shelters that we visit on a Friday. We also have a Monday night coffee van that goes out, and one of the places I know they go to is Musgrave Park, where the tent city's been growing. We've been going there as much as we can. I know some of them got moved on, but it's growing again now. We're finding there's other places all around the inner city, under bridges, and it's cold out there too. So we want to give them a hot coffee. We've got food parcels, obviously goodies we can take out there, and the thing is too, we want to also give them hope. We want to give them. A lot of people just want someone to chat to, so that's what we're looking for. Also volunteers that want to help us. Yeah. So we've got Monday nights. We also got a Wednesday morning group that goes out, and also a Friday morning group. And like tomorrow, we're visiting another shelter at Logan called Sheltered by Grace, so there's different places we go to, and we've got an army of volunteers. And one of my favourite stories is there's a guy who used to have like 200 employees. He's a high flyer, very wealthy, joined our church, and he ended up running our charity for a couple of years. And he said to me, Matt, before I was at New Hope, I would have crossed the other side of the road if I saw a homeless person. He said, my whole life I just would never go near them. And then this guy, once he started helping out at our soup kitchen, he realised they were real people that just wanted a friend, and he ended up helping a bunch of them get jobs. And, he's moved on now, but that's also part of my mission, is not just to go and help the people that are experiencing homelessness, but help average Aussies realise, hey, we can all pitch in, we can all make a difference.
And are you seeing, is it men who are homeless? There's a growing cohort of women over the age of 65. Are you seeing families, women, children as well? Yeah,
so we have had some mums with kids come in who are sleeping in their cars. I think it's 80% of people experiencing homelessness are males, so that's a vast majority. But there's a lot more older women coming, and we find a lot of people, maybe they're fresh out of prison or fresh out of the mental health ward of the hospital, and they've got all sorts of struggles, and so we want to be kind of bridging the gap for them, and try and be a pathway for them to get back on their feet. That's part of our vision. And we say that we care for the last, the least, and the lost. Anyone that's forgotten, anyone that's doing it tough, we just want to share love with them and give them some hope.
The last, the least, and the lost. Wow. John, how are you feeling about the future and where you're at now?
I'm excited. I wouldn't go back, to be honest. If circumstances changes, well, I've got experience there, but I just keep praising God and